All right, I am going to walk you through how you prepare the morning news each day. So we start with the tech person and the voice person working together and making sure that everything is updated on the slideshow. So we're going to start here with slide 1. We always change the day of the week. Helps if you spell it right. Then we change the date. Now, for this part over here, we're going to open a new tab and we're going to go to a website called What Is Today? And it is the first one that pops up. And then you just click on the day that it is and you scroll down, and we try to find one that's easy to understand and easy to put a picture on. So a good option is Farmer's Day, Nurse's Day. None of these other ones really look all that great. Oh, National Pulled Pork Day. We do love some barbecue. So let's go with that. It's National Pulled Pork Day. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to change this out. Then I'm going to click on this picture and delete it. And now I'm going to go to Google. And I'm going to go to Google Images. And I'm going to search for a picture of a pulled pork sandwich. That one looks perfect. Then I'm going to take my mouse and right click and hit copy image. Go right over here, right click and paste. Then I'm going to shrink that picture down just enough and put it right there in the eagle's hand. So now everything on this slide is done. There's nothing to be done on the pledge slide. Now we go to weather. So we're going to go back to that other tab and we're going to go to a website called AccuWeather. Then we're going to click on Lexington and then we're going to click on daily. So you will see that tomorrow afternoon it's going to be, or Wednesday afternoon, it's going to be 78 degrees, breezy with periods of sun. So today after school, 78, breezy, and mostly cloudy. So then I'm just going to take the picture that I had over here for breezy and just move it right there. And then the weather for tomorrow morning at the bus stop, so that would be Thursday morning at the bus stop. Woo! 38 degrees and breezy and cold, basically. So I'm going to change this, 38 degrees, breezy and cold. So now I'm going to go to my other tab. I'm going to go back to Google. I'm going to go to image search and I'm going to look for cold and windy weather. That's a good one that shows she is cold and it is windy. So I'm going to copy that. Come over here, delete that one. Right click, paste. Make it the right size. We always change picture sizes using the corner. We never use the sides or the bottom because that distorts the image. We only use the corner to change picture sizes. Now, you'll notice that all boxes in this PowerPoint have a black rim around them. So you're going to click on the picture. You'll go right up here to the lines. It's called border weight. Click on 3-point and then make sure it's black. And now this slide is done. Now, lunch today and lunch tomorrow. So what's going to be lunch today is what was on the news for lunch tomorrow. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to pull it up here. And then I'm going to change this to lunch today. And then I'm going to change this to lunch tomorrow. Now, I'm going to double check. I'm going to go back to that tab and I'm going to type in NutriSlice FCPS, Fayette County Public Schools. And it's going to be the second option. We are not Fairfax County. We are Fayette County. So we're going to click here. Then we're going to scroll down and go to middle schools. Then to lunch. So this news is for Wednesday the 12th. So we're going to just double check pizza with a wrap. No, that's the wrong week. You have to make sure you're on the right week. pizza with chicken fajita flatbread melt, corn, baked beans, and fruit. Chicken. Good. So now I'm going to go and delete the images off of this one. Then I'm going to highlight these 4 boxes, only these 4 boxes. I'm going to hit delete. And then we have to reformat them. So I'm going to highlight those boxes again. I'm going to hit bold. And then I'm going to hit center. Now when I type in those boxes, it'll show up correctly. So this is going to be lunch for Thursday. So it looks like we have spaghetti and mini corn dogs. So option 1 is spaghetti and option 2 is mini corn dogs. And I'm going to pull that down so it looks a little more even. Now I go back over here to see what the sides are. And it looks like it's broccoli and carrots. And of course it's always fruit. So broccoli and carrots. Now, watch carefully. I go to that day and I click on the food. And it will actually, for some things, it will have pictures. So if it has the picture, you're going to go down here and click on the scissors. And then you're just going to click new. And you're going to draw a box around this. Then you're going to click this button for copy. Then you go over here, right click, paste. Make that the correct size. We want them all to we want the 2 entrees to fit here and the sides to fit across here. And just like before, we go to border weight and click 3 and make sure it's black. And now that looks excellent. Then I click this arrow right here to go over, and it looks like they don't have a picture of mini corn dogs. So I'm going to have to go find one. So I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to go to images. I'm going to type in mini corn dogs. And that's a pretty good picture. And I'm going to right click, copy image, come right over here, right click, paste. I'm going to shrink this down. Remember, we always use the corners. We never use the top or the bottom. Change that to 3 points and black. And now the 2 entrees are done. So now I got to do the broccoli and the carrots. So I go back over here, scroll through all these things. And there's the broccoli. So I go back to my scissors. I click new. Click copy. Go back to here. Right click, paste. I'm going to shrink this down to a good size. That looks pretty good. We never put anything down here near the bottom because it doesn't show well on the news. So we try to stay away from this bottom inch right here. Now I'm going to click on border weight, 3 point and black. Then I'm going to jump back over and go find the carrots. There they are. Hit my scissors, new. Get myself a picture of those, copy, and then over to here to paste. Change the border weight. Remember, only use the corners to change sizes. Next, Miss Henry will give you announcement sheets. Let me show you those really quickly, what those look like. So when you get here in the morning, you will have a stack of these, and it tells you which announcements you're doing, tells you what date they start, how many days they go on, and what's the last date they are on the news. So you basically, whoever the voice person is, they just read this word for word on the news, and that's how we do the announcements, just like that. I usually have those slides done for you. If I don't, I'll talk to you when you get here about doing those, but normally Miss Henry has those done ahead of time. So you'll just kind of double check those, see if anything needs to be deleted. Then nothing to be done on this slide, nothing to be done on this slide, nothing to be done on this slide. And then we go here, we delete this. And what we always put on the last one is just a funny meme. So I go to Google Images again. I type in funny, clean meme. And then I just try to find one that kids can read quickly, that is interesting to kids. Let's see. Trying to find. I try not to do fart jokes. They're not really appropriate. Here's a good one. This is something kids do. go to the fridge, look for food, go back 5 minutes later. So we will put that one in. We're going to use the red lines to tell you where the middle is. Google automatically does that. I'm going to make this a smidge smaller because it's too close to the bottom, and then I'm going to adjust its spot. I'm going to leave it up a little high, and we put a border on it just like we do everything else. Then once this is done, you would ask Miss Henry to give it a quick double check, and then your voice person will record as the tech person is going through the slideshow. And then when they're finished, you hand the card off to me and I put it on YouTube. So that's how you do the morning news.